Hello everybody, this is Harry Coster again with Spine and Rehab Specialist for another episode of our Thirsty Thursdays. Nope, not that one. Thirsty for knowledge. So today we're going to talk about sciatica. Yesterday Earl gave us some really good exercises to do for somebody who suffers from sciatica. So I wanted to follow up and give a little bit of background on sciatica because not everybody will really truly understand what sciatica is. So in order to show that, I've got our buddy here. So the sciatica means pain in the distribution of the sciatic nerve. Now the sciatic nerve is really actually a bundle that comes out of the lower parts of the lower back, forms a bundle together that runs down the back of your leg, and then somewhere around your knee it splits up in two. So you essentially have two sciatic nerves, one in your left leg, one in your right leg, and if you go in the lower leg, you really would have four of them. So that's where your sciatic nerve is. So they run out of here, run all the way down. Anywhere along that path, they can be somehow irritated, compressed, pinched, as people may say. They can be anywhere along that path. It's almost like, look at a garden hose. If there's no water coming out of your garden hose, you kind of have to trace it back and see where the problem is. It could be a chair standing on it, but ultimately it could be a problem with the spigot as well. And that's the case with sciatica as well. So when you have symptoms, and these symptoms can be pain, can be numbness, can be tingling, can be kind of a pressure sensation, burning, it can be weakness, all those kind of things along that path of the sciatic nerves. So this would be, kind of towards the back of the leg, maybe into the calf or maybe into the foot. If you have those kind of symptoms and it's determined to be sciatica, what we need to do is look at where is the problem coming from. Now, a lot of times we find the problem is up here in the lower back, and I always kind of chuckle a little bit when patients say, I have sciatica, I'm glad it's not my low back. And then I say, well, it may be your low back after all. So what can happen in your lower back, you can have different structures that can compress onto that nerve. That could be a disc that's sticking out, it could be a thickened ligament, could be some irritation of the facet joint, could be some bone spurs that are forming. Different things can start compressing the nerve in here. And there's definitely muscles along the path as well that can be really tight. For instance, a famous muscle is the piriformis muscle that runs really here from the outside of your hip to your sacrum, your tailbone. That one, if it tightens up, it can compress the sciatic nerve because it runs right underneath it. So there's different areas that the sciatic nerve can be irritated, but that's what sciatica is. So the cause of it, multiple causes that are possible. The solution, definitely some of these exercises that Earl went over. If you really have sciatica, probably a really good idea is maybe try these exercises that Earl showed for a couple of days or so. But if that doesn't resolve it, come see us because we can do a really thorough assessment to find out where's this problem coming from. Is it coming from your low back? And if it is from your lower back, what's the cause of it? Is it a disc? Maybe it's some arthritic issues. Is it a tight piriformis? And we really come up with a very detailed plan on how to address this. We have multiple ways to address this in our clinic, and we can definitely help you with that. But you really want to find out what the cause of this is, and because you don't want it to be worsening and worsening over time to the point where it now becomes debilitating, that you can't walk normally, maybe you can't put your weight on your leg or something like that, and it's really a bigger issue that we want to prevent from happening. So if you have any of these symptoms, try some of the exercises that Earl had yesterday, and if not, come see us, come in for a free consult or come in for a full evaluation, and we'll help you get rid of this. All right, see you guys next week.